Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about the game that just happened between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Kansas Jayhawks. This game was a very, very, very important game for the Buffaloes as well as Kansas. Kansas is going to work their way into a bowl game. Who knows what bowl it'll be, but they will get into a bowl game. As for CU, there's a log jam at the top of the Big 12. I think one side of it, you have ASU is 6-2 with a dominant performance over BYU till the end. BYU tried to make a comeback. I did not watch that game. I was watching CU. All right, you got Colorado Buffaloes. They go down to Kansas. That makes them 6-2. And then you have, let me see, you got, so ASU, BYU, and CU all have 6 wins, 2 losses. So Colorado clearly has to win against Oklahoma State at home. That's very important for their record. They can ride out 9-3, and then if anything else should happen, that's bonus. This has been a good football season. It's been fun to watch every week. You're waiting on Saturday just to see what's going to happen. So it has been a good season, an exciting season. Now, with that being said, today that defense had trouble slowing down Neal, the running back from Kansas, the front line. There's a few channels talking about that. That's true. What Kansas was able to do was take their weaknesses and minimize the opportunity to make mistakes. So CU tends to depend on the big play. They won a lot of big plays. Jimmy Horn didn't play. The receivers were getting stopped on the hitch route. The little hitch route. Shedeur gets the ball, throws it to his right or left. Kansas stopped that early. Travis did have a good game. Yeah, he did. Travis had a good game. Draylon Miller, once again, he showed out, and made some incredible catches. At the very end, the ball that hit Will, he had to pull that down. That's very important. That was an important play in the time of the game. Very important. Yeah, that was important. Didn't get that pass. That was almost the nail in the coffin for the Buffaloes. So with it being senior night, the last night for Kansas to play together, and if you listen to the commentary before the game, if you've been listening all week, you'll learn about the players. So these guys had hung in there when Kansas was bad, and they hung around. So you have 4-year and 5-year seniors on the last run, and they do have a good defense. So rumor has it, because I didn't study those guys, that they had been losing by 1 point during the season. So they were much better than they appeared to be. Far much better than they appeared to be. So a lot going in their favor for his momentum and reason to play. I think that CU just got beat. They got beat up front. They hung in there, but the big play never came. No fumbles on the defense. I lost money on it. I did bet on CU. I lost money on the spread, money line, all of that. That's okay. Now I'm gonna go into Iowa State and Utah is about to play right now. Check that out. Peace. Okay, I'm gonna let Coach Prime, aka Deion Sanders, break it down. CU had the roughest time dealing with that running game. If you go back to my previous video, I mentioned that running back. He was my thumbnail. Neal. It was very important to stop Neal. Now, mind you, KU has they had a lot of fourth and fifth year seniors. That's not an excuse, but these guys are experienced and they haven't been really losing bad. They haven't been getting blown out. So these guys are experienced. This is the last game at home. It's time to play football. Let's see what Coach Prime had to say.
You changed pleasantries before the game, and I told him that his team is resilient. They're a reflection of who he is. They fight to the end. They're very physical. They're tough. They're tenacious. They ran the heck out of the football, which we can stop hearing today. We start smelling ourselves a little bit. But I just told our team, we got intoxicated with the success. We got intoxicated with the multitude of articles and the assumption that we're this and the assumption that we're that. And we did not play CU football. Therefore, we got our best kick. It is what it is. Let's go.
Yo, sometimes you just get beat. You know, I can say, hey, that holding when Travis was wide open, he was about to be wide open before Kobe Bryant snagged his jersey. I could say, well, you know, that changed the momentum. That would have been a good way to start the game, but it didn't happen. So I guess it's just time to move on. What's next? Yeah, so Shedeur has enough media experience to understand, to think before he speaks. So he'll pause a little bit, fall back, and listen to the question. For some reason, this is not to bash the media, but because what they do is write stories. They have to have interesting stories, linguistics. They look for catchphrases. Some people in the media think that everything they say has to be a catchphrase and has to go viral. No. The point of media and communication is for someone to understand what you want them to understand. So I can tell you how I feel, and you understand exactly where I'm coming from. Some people think that everything you say has to go viral. This is not talking about Shedeur. I'm talking about people, you know, that just want to be seen sometimes. But anyway, so he has enough experience to know. So this guy right here is going to take something Prime said, Coach Prime, Deion, aka Deion Sanders, said about being intoxicated on success. The first time I ever heard about that and looked into it, it was the great Muhammad Ali. And what he said was this: when you get successful, it's easy to forget what got you where you are. And when you're going from unknown to known, from uncelebrated to celebrated, there's a gap right there where there's a whole lot of work going on. There's a whole lot of sacrifice going on. People don't know about this. The people that's watching you, they only see you for 3 hours a week. They don't know what you did all during the week. Some guys can handle success. It won't go to their head. Some guys will walk around like, do you know who I am? And that's okay as long as you're winning. But in a nutshell, drunk on success is this: you always have to do what got you to the point where people paid attention to you. You always have to still be doing that. And the mind frame that got you there is not, hey, I just showed up and put a uniform on. No, you got to show up and win. So anyway, this guy right here is going to be a little slick with it, but let him run the play. This is a reporter.
Sir, go ahead. Your dad, coach, said that you guys were intoxicated with success. So how do you sober up?
So he was slick with that when he said, so how do you sober up? Well, we just lost, man. That'll get you sober. Come on, man.
I don't know. No comment.
Michael, go ahead.
Yeah, Shedeur, he has enough experience to not to fly off the handle and just say probably the first thing that came in his head. But that game right there, there's a lot going on during the week, behind the scenes, at the field house, and family and friends and college and school and workouts and who you're talking to and girlfriends and eating habits and sleeping habits. There's a lot going on that people don't know about. Ultimately, CU was unable to stop the run. This has been a fun football season. I've enjoyed watching it. It's not over yet. The only difference is now CU is not in the driver's seat. So, all right. That's the new word. Not in the driver's seat now. So, somebody else is driving. Right now, Iowa State is beating the Utes. 7-13. Iowa State is up right now. So, we'll see what happens with that. And CU is going to be playing at home. The only thing they can do if they for the CFP to work out, college football playoffs, is they have to win this game and they'll get a bowl game. And then we'll keep watching. It's been fun to watch, so I ain't mad at you.